Welcome back. You're still with us on Business 360. Now, better access to credit and ease of doing business, that's what MSMEs want in the upcoming union budget to focus on. CNBC-TV18 Shilpa Ranipeta reports that the MSMEs in Maharashtra also want the government to ensure better implementation of schemes announced during the budget. Take a look.
India currently has 6.33 crore MSMEs, which together employ over 20 crore people. But the sector continues to face a multitude of problems and hurdles, from a lack of credit access to an unfavorable business environment to high costs. These enterprises are now looking to the Modi 3.0 government's first budget to offer a solution to some of these problems. Their top requests: continue the rule mandating payment within 45 days from a date a product or service is delivered, and expanding the NPA classification period from 90 days to 180 days.
See, I am pursuing this NPA 90 days to 180 days to be changed as definition for last 2 years. I had a meeting with the two RBI deputy governors where we have also discussed this point that 90 days is very less period for any company to become NPA. They should not change the definition of 45 days payment to be receivable from the corporates and PSB or any PSU. This is a strict, we have recommended to the minister that should not change at all. Because of that, so many SMEs are dying. They are not getting their trade receivable.
Access to credit is a hurdle MSMEs have been grappling with for years. The government has announced a few relief measures like the credit guarantee scheme. But MSMEs say the compliance burden and actually getting the funds under these schemes are problem areas.
Wherever the MSME approaches banks and they don't get any loans without collaterals. Okay. So the collaterals plays a very important role, whereas the MSME doesn't have that flexibility to bring in a collateral and take the loan facilities. So it really doesn't work that way.
We have recommended that the MSME sector should be given an sort of an priority sector. The banks should give them at a lesser interest, and by which the manufacturing can be encouraged. Correct. Government intent is there, but the banks are not really in the ground level. It is not happening.
Data from the government shows that 11.65 lakh guarantees worth over 1 lakh crore rupees were approved in FY23 under the credit guarantee scheme, and under the Pradhan Mantri Mudra Yojana, which offers collateral-free loans of up to 10 lakh rupees, total disbursals stood at 5.2 lakh crore rupees as of FY24.
While access to credit and capital is critical for MSMEs, many of them say that support in terms of technology, capability building and upskilling is equally critical for them to grow from micro to small to medium to eventually large enterprises.
For this, they hope the budget will allocate funds towards upskilling and reskilling enterprises.
Besides having technical understanding of the business, entrepreneurs and their organizations needs to understand management science also along with it. Management science plays a vital role in the growth or transformation of any organization.
Infrastructure is another area in which the sector hopes the government will help.
Providing reduced electricity for the MSME exporters, because many areas are landlocked countries and they don't have any port facilities. So we have requested to provide dry port facilities. We have requested to increase the basic custom duty of the value-added products, because what is happening is presently the FTAs are not having that reciprocity. So if you are importing the low-end substandard products, the domestic industry is going to be affected.
MSMEs account for over 45% of the country's exports, and so the hope is the government will come up with more measures or enhance existing ones to boost exports.
Budget may see the announcement of the setting up of a global trade body. This, experts say, is good news for the industry, as it not only gives smaller enterprises exposure to international markets, but will also help boost exports and reduce India's rising trade deficit. In Mumbai, Shilpa Ranipeta.
Moving on, the Supreme Court heard petitions filed